Welcome to lesson 1 and welcome to the field. Why this is not a course to rush through. Before we talk about herbs or planets or practice, we need to talk about pace, because most people arrive here carrying the same habit they bring into everything else, the habit of rushing towards results. They come like someone sprinting into a garden with a clipboard asking, what do I plant first? How long until harvest? What am I doing wrong already? And the garden, being a garden, doesn't answer those questions. It answers a different one entirely. Are you willing to stay? This school begins the way all honest cultivation begins, by slowing down enough to see what's already growing. You see, your body is not a machine that needs optimization. It's a living system. It's been adapting, compensating, and surviving for a very long time. Like soil that's been overworked, compacted, or planted out of season, it carries history. You don't fix that with better instructions. You fix it by learning how to tend again. That's what this first lesson is. To help you put the shovel down before you start digging. Healing does not unfold on a timeline. It unfolds in seasons. There are times for breaking ground and times for letting the soil rest. There's time for planting and times for waiting. Times for pruning and times for leaving things exactly as they are. When people rush healing, they usually, it's not that they're eager, it's they're afraid. Afraid that if they stop moving, something will rot. Or afraid if they don't do the work, they'll fall behind. Afraid that stillness will reveal something they're not ready to see. That fear it's not a flaw, it's conditioning. See, most of us were taught explicitly or quietly that worth is proven through output, that rest must be earned, and that attention without action is laziness. So when we come to healing work, we bring those same habits with us. We want techniques before we have relationship. We want answers before we've learned how to listen. But tending a garden doesn't start with tools. It starts with observation. You walk the beds, you notice what's dry and what's waterlogged. You feel where the soil's compacted and where it still breathes. You don't yank plants out just because they look messy. You learn why they're growing the way they are. This school works the same way. Listening always comes before technique. If you skip that step, everything you apply afterwards, herbs, practices, insights, will land bluntly. You'll be treating symptoms instead of terrain. You'll be forcing growth where the soil is still frozen. So in this first lesson, I want you to hear this clearly. This school is not about getting somewhere. It's about becoming more present where you already are. There's nowhere you need to arrive before this work can begin. Nothing you need to fix before you're allowed to tend. Your body is already doing something intelligent. Your job, at least for now, is to stop interrupting it long enough to notice what that is. That's why we start small. So for the practice today, I'm not asking you to change your breath, control it, deepen it, or optimize it. I'm just asking you to watch it, like watching wind move through tall grass, 1 full minute. No corrections, no commentary, just noticing your breath. You may feel restless, you may feel bored, you may feel uncomfortable in ways you can't explain. Don't interpret any of that yet. Discomfort at this stage is just sensation. Like the ache in your hands when you first start working soil that hasn't been touched in a while. It doesn't mean something's wrong. It means contact is being reestablished. Afterwards, sit with the questions. Not to answer them quickly, but to let them work you a little. What part of me wants to hurry this? What do I fear will happen if I slow down? You don't need to solve those questions. You just notice where they land in your body. Where's tightness, where there's heat, are you pulling forward? That's information. That's the garden speaking. This lesson may only take a few minutes to teach, but it often takes much longer to land. So I encourage you to give it a full day before moving on. Let it settle the way water settles into soil, slowly, evenly, finding its own level. Nothing in the school will reward speed, but everything here responds to care. So welcome to the field. If you watch living systems long enough, they'll show you how healing actually works.